Yeah, dear YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long since I've sat down to do a recorded video, so I'm super pumped right now. I got a lot of energy. I also just came from clinical, and so yeah, I'm really hyped right now, which is why I still have on my uniform. In this video, I'm going to do my late recap of Adult Health 2. As you know, Adult Health is the same thing as Med-Surg. Adult Health 2 is just a continuation of Adult Health 1. And in this class, we did touch on some different disease processes and different subjects as well. We focused on the endocrine system and alterations, so hyper and hypothyroidism, diabetes, the adrenal glands, like thyroid storm, all those kind of endocrine issues or endocrine issues. Then we looked at urinary and renal system alteration, so AKI, acute kidney injury, failing kidneys, the different levels of failing kidneys, bladder infections, UTIs. Then we looked at visual and auditory conditions, so glaucoma, acute closed angle or open angle glaucoma, retinal detachment. Looked at neurological system alterations, which included Parkinson's, spinal cord injury, spinal shock, neurogenic shock, seizures, stroke, different between hemorrhagic and ischemic/embolic stroke. Then we looked at hepatobiliary system, which is probably my least favorite system of all of them. That includes the gallbladder, the pancreas, and the liver. Wow. So we looked at liver inflammation, cirrhosis, pancreatitis, gallstones, etc. And then last, we looked at the reproductive system in terms of UTIs. So we focused mostly on syphilis for some reason. I don't know why, but it was a lot of syphilis stuff. HPV, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Then we looked very briefly at breast cancer, but not really. And then we spent a lot of time on palliative care / hospice care, end of life care. So that is what this session consisted of. So completely different stuff from previous adult health session. As far as the information in the class, I feel like the concept reviews that we were given, at least on the Atlanta campus, we were given concept reviews. They're very straightforward, and if you fill them out, you will do fine on the exams. I didn't find this class to be super difficult at all. I was just like, okay, it's really just the same thing as Adult Health 1. It's not any more difficult. It's not like the 2 means it's a level harder. It's just part 2. That's really all. The pre-CMS quiz. Now, I don't know if my campus was just like being lazy with it, but the questions from the pre-CMS quiz literally came directly from the ATI book. It was like the end of chapter questions. So for both pre-CMS quizzes that we had, literally if you just read the end of the chapters and went through the questions to review, you would get 100%. It's copy and paste. So tip for you, make sure you go ahead and review your questions at the back of the book, because I'm not sure if all campuses do that, but at least at Atlanta, yeah, there's your answer. Also, I did want to mention at the beginning of the class, you take a Med-Calc exam, and this Med-Calc exam in particular had 2 questions that were like a little bit more difficult than other questions. I hope I'll be able to go find it. I'm gonna like try and go look at my practice Med-Calc exam and see if I can find it, and I'll go ahead and pop it onto the screen. But yeah, there are 2 questions I wasn't really sure about them, but because I had done my practice, I was able to get 100% on my Med-Calc exam. So my takeaway point from this is make sure you guys are doing your practice Med-Calc exams. They're not there for no reason. Usually the Med-Calc exam is exactly the same thing as the practice. It's just switching up the numbers a little bit. As far as all of the subjects go in Adult Health 2 that I already mentioned, I hope that when I'm saying them, you guys are like writing them down and you're going to look up YouTube videos or other means to review on those systems, because it does help when you have a preview into what you're gonna know beforehand, so that you're not just sitting in class blind, you know what I mean? My clinical for Adult Health 2 was a hot mess. My clinical instructor was amazing. I really loved her. And if you saw my vlog from then, I'll pop it up here. If you saw my vlog from then, you'll know that we got really close, my clinical group, and my professor actually took us out to dinner on our last day and paid for everything, and she was just super sweet. She helped us review for a lot of our assignments and stuff, but our actual clinical placement was in a nursing home, and for adult health, that's kind of whack. Nursing home might be okay for like fundamentals or something like in the beginning, but for actual like Med-Surg, you should be on the floor like learning how to put in Foleys, learning how to insert IVs, and practicing, you know, those skills, tracheostomy care, suctioning, NG tube insertion or remove. Like, you should be able to practice those things. So you can't do any of that in a nursing home. We could barely pass meds. Like, basically all you do is feed and wipe people's bottoms and make sure they're clean and stuff like that. So we went to a nursing home for one day, the Cohen home, Berman Commons, one of them, and their sister company. So we went to like one of those nursing homes for one day, and then after that we were on campus for the rest of the session because my professor was not having it. So hopefully by now, with the panoramic slowing down, quote unquote, because Delta's here, but hopefully you will be in an actual hospital for your rotation and you're able to learn and see different things. Clinical is 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. for adult health, and it's 8 weeks, so it's the whole session. So that is like the worst part about it for me, is that it's just taking up so much of my time, what I could be using to study. As far as the CMS goes, the CMS that you take in adult health 2 is pharm. I scored a level 3 on my pharm CMS. Was it a 2 or a 3? I did pretty well. I did much better than I thought I would do. And the way that I prepared for my CMS was using the adaptive quizzing. And that's the way I prepare for everything, to be honest. Using the adaptive quizzing in ATI was really good. I think there's 402 pharmacology questions, and I did every single one of them. Yes, I did. And then also, if you're like not sure about a certain topic, go ahead into your ATI book and review. It really will be helpful to you to make sure you get that stuff fresh in your head. So that's what I did as well. I reviewed a little bit in my ATI book, but not too much. I probably read like maybe like a half a page. The other thing about adult health that I really appreciated was that each exam was not cumulative. So I was able to kind of clear my mind after each exam and like create space for new information, and I did not have to worry about anything else. Even our final examination was not cumulative, so that was awesome too. Our RUA for that class was just like an ATI assignment from what I remember, so it was nothing super crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much how adult health 2 was. It was not super difficult, guys. I believe in you guys. I know that you're very capable of doing this, and you just got to believe in yourself and make sure you keep practicing really good time management, and yeah, you'll be able to conquer this class for sure and move on to your specialties. I think that's like one of the biggest motivations that I had going through this class, is that this is my last barrier before I'm in specialties, which means I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the program, y'all. I'm less than a year. I got a couple months or whatever. Like, I am on my way. The light is finally here at the end of the tunnel, and I am running towards it, okay? That's all I have for my recap on Adult Health 2. If you have any questions, please go ahead and comment them down below. I did get a couple of questions in my DMs, but I'm going to answer the ones that I kept getting in a separate video, which is going to be frequently asked questions video. So I'm saving those for that. But if you have anything specific to adult health, you can go ahead and type it in the comments of this video so that I can see it here. Okay. See you in my next video. Look more.